Everyone and their mother has been asking for a pumpkin spice protein ice cream. I held a poll on Instagram and multiple answers were pumpkin spice. I also ask at the end of every video what people would like to see. Numerous times, pumpkin spice. So I figured I would double down. I'm going to not only give the people what they want, but I challenged Josh, better known as the Iron Musket, to a protein ice cream challenge. He gladly accepted and laughed in my face when he said he was gonna beat me. However, the rules are, we have to use pumpkin, we have to keep it over 40 grams of protein, and it has to be under 500 calories. If you've watched any of my past videos, this is particularly tough for me because I always want to keep my shake at least 6 cups, but also have some mix-ins, and usually my shakes are about 600 calories. However, through trial and error, I believe I have absolutely crushed this recipe, and I'm gonna come out on top. Now, we are going to leave this contest running for 1 week, and it's going to be based on the comments left in our comment section. A vote for Josh is a vote for Josh. If you vote in both comment sections, then that still counts as 1 vote. And we will tally the votes up after 1 week, and we will figure out who is the king of the cream. Watch this recipe, watch his recipe, make both of them, and decide who you think is the winner. We put in the work. The rest is up to you. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with our wet ingredients. And first, pumpkin, not pumpkin pie mix, pumpkin puree, pure, 100%, 122 grams. And per usual, I have my blender on top of a plate, on top of my scale, and I weigh everything down to the gram. 122.3, beautiful. Now, we have our Greek yogurt. We don't need to use nearly as much as we usually do because the pumpkin helps out a lot. We will use 50 grams of Greek yogurt, 0% fat-free Greek yogurt. Wow, 172 on the dot. I'm on it today. So since I had to keep it under 500 calories, you know I love cow's milk, but I have to use cashew milk, 4 ounces. Beautiful. Teaspoon of vanilla. I just use the cap. Works either way. Per usual, even with the vanilla or the little stuff, I include all of the calories into the total. Now that is it for our wet ingredients. Now we're gonna get into the dry ingredients. And I put the ingredients that are gonna thicken up on the bottom. 3 grams of guar gum. If you watched the last video where I reviewed Iron Musket's protein ice cream, you'll see the difference that 1 gram of guar gum makes. 3.1, I could live with a 0.1. My favorite ingredient to add just that little bit more pumpkin spice is pumpkin pie spice. 3 grams in and we're good. Now, I'm using the cheesecake, jello, pudding, whatever, fat-free. I've used vanilla, it's pretty damn similar, but I'm gonna use the cheesecake for this one, and I would recommend the cheesecake because it's a little step above and better. And you could get it at almost any store anyway. Get that one and use that one. This will last you like 4 or 5 protein ice creams. Another great thing about the pumpkin is it has natural sugar in it, so we don't have to put nearly as much sucralose or artificial sweeteners, stevia, whatever you want to use. Only 3 grams. And we can't forget the last ingredient, oatmeal cookie bodybuilding protein. Now, you could use any type of protein. I wouldn't use chocolate, but I mean any brand of protein. Vanilla or oatmeal cookie or some sort of cinnamon, French toast flavor, any of those are good. I love the oatmeal cookie bodybuilding. That's the one I use. And most of the time it's on sale. It's like $7 or $8 a pound. Well worth every penny and way cheaper than the other expensive brands. Tastes delicious. 2 scoops. So if your serving size is 34 grams, put 68 grams. If your serving size is 30 grams, put 60 grams. Whatever 2 scoops is. Beautiful. Now the last thing is the ice. The ice is just as important as the guar gum, okay? Which is also just as important as the blending time. 480 grams ice. Funny enough, I ran out of ice making test protein ice creams earlier to make sure that this recipe was perfected. So I have a McDonald's bag of ice, but just like regular ass bread for Greg and French toast, any ice works. 480 grams, we're good. We're gonna pop the top. We're gonna put this on for 1 minute, not a minute and a half, not 2 minutes, not 30 seconds, 1 minute. I even set a timer because that's how dead serious I am about how long you mix it for. Okay, bye. Now we're gonna give this a good mix. All the way to the bottom. Make sure you scrape all the edges. This one seems to hold a lot of the powder on the sides, more than other recipes that I've done. But all you need to do is simply wipe it off and make sure you got it, and you'll be good. Now, if this is your first time watching, my whole goal is to make sure that this is like a milkshake consistency. Too many of the recipes make it super airy, super fluffy, and I feel like I'm just eating a cloud. Do I get super stuffed? Yes. Does it taste good? I think it tastes good. Mine tastes great. I have the people in the comment section, who I have no idea who they are, that make it and back up my claims that I think it is very good. I can guarantee you, if you like a milkshake and you like pumpkin spice, then you will like this milkshake. I'm really wondering what Iron Musket's using in his. I have no idea. He had messaged me and said he found the unlock and then stopped talking to me. So I'm wondering what his unlock is to try to beat me in this competition. It's already so good. Most of my other recipes is another minute in the blender. This one, 90 seconds. There seems to be more ice chunks if you do it only for 60 seconds. So when I upped it to 75, it still was there. 90 is perfect. So we're gonna get this back on here. I'm gonna see you in a minute and a half, and we're going to have a perfect consistency pumpkin spice milkshake. Okay, bye. Just for the record, we're at about 6.5 cups here. By the time I take it out, we'll be at about 6. But for 500 calories, we are doing beautiful. We're gonna take this out. Look how this comes off. It doesn't stick like it usually would when you use the Ninja. Perfect milkshake consistency, I'm telling you. I have a little bone to pick with people. The one complaint that I'm getting is that if you don't have it within 20 minutes or a certain amount of time, it melts and it's not the same. Come on, guys. If you get a pizza and you open up the box and you put it on the counter and you let it sit for 20 minutes, is it the same? No. If you get a tub of ice cream and you let it sit for 20 minutes, is it the same? It depends if you like it, because the outside is what I really like. I like it to melt a little bit. Point being, if you leave any food out that's fresh for 20 minutes, it's not gonna be as good. Is it still good? Hell yeah. But this is made to eat right away. This is supposed to be a milkshake. If you go to a real ice cream parlor, whether it be Oberweis or Margie's, and you let your milkshake sit for 20 minutes before you start drinking it, it's gonna melt. So please guys, when you make your milkshake, eat it right away. And don't finger this thing like I am. You're gonna cut yourself. I'm dumb. That's okay. I will give this a good mix. Now, for the good stuff. So I have Smucker's caramel here. I got another Hershey's caramel. They're pretty damn similar. I liked the Smucker's more. This one's easy, and I know it's readily available, so that's why I chose this one. There are better caramels, but this one you literally pop the top and squeeze. And it's only 100 calories per serving. Now I know, there's Walden Farms caramel syrup that's 0 calories. If you have ever tried Walden Farms caramel syrup and you think it tastes like this caramel, I wish I had your taste buds, because it absolutely does not. Will it suffice in a pinch? Yes. I'm trying to make the best possible tasting cream on the planet. I'm not using Walden Farms. I will eat the 75 calories and the deliciousness of real caramel than to have this fake stuff that, in my opinion, tastes nothing like caramel. Their best product is their syrup. Their syrup is tremendous. It tastes like syrup. Caramel, totally off. Don't want to use it, don't really like it. We'll use it in a pinch, but I've had this for a year and it's about halfway gone. Okay, so we're gonna put 15 grams straight into it. Perfect, 15.4. So I'm not trying to make this pretty, I'm just trying to mix this in so we have a caramel pumpkin spice milkshake. We're gonna give it a good mix here, really get it in all the crevices. Now I'm gonna get all this stuff out of the way so you can see this pour. Without me touching this at all, I'm pushing it out. Watch it. We're talking real milkshake, like you see them pouring it out at the ice cream shop. Okay, the whole thing looks the same. And look how much we have. Look how much we have. Now, quite honestly, we could have stopped even before we put the caramel in. It was already very good. I will give you the calories, both pre-caramel and after all the mix-ins are in. And we're not done yet. Another beautiful thing we have in this world is fat-free whipped cream. What is a pumpkin pie without a little bit of whipped cream on top?
With a little onion, with a little meat on it.
Come on, by a little bit, I mean a pitcher's worth of whipped cream. And so I'm going to put in 35 grams. 34.9. And now we finish with 10 more grams of real caramel. Whatever way you want. Do you want to go across? That's beautiful. Do you want to go the other way? That's beautiful. I put 2 extra grams on accident. I wanted to show you how beautiful that was. I would almost do it like a Blizzard, or maybe that's a Culver's thingamabob. But get yourself a spoon, and with every bite, you get some whipped cream. Yes, you get some whipped cream, you get some caramel, and you get some pumpkin. God, so good. Let's go to the closing remarks. Okay, bye. With the caramel, with the whipped cream, with the caramel mixed in, with the pumpkin, with everything, we are at 502 calories. Disqualify me if you want, but I'm 2 calories over. If you would like, you can take out 1 gram of the sweetener, you'd be at $4.99, or a couple grams of the Greek yogurt. I made this recipe and it was perfect and I did not want to mess with it at all. What can you do? And technically, if I was putting this in the stores, I can say it's 500 calories because it's not over that threshold to make it 510. 500 calories all day, you're getting over 6 cups of ice cream. You saw the consistency. Let's run back a little slow motion of that milkshake. Isn't it beautiful? Everything you want in a milkshake is here, including not having the calories inside of the milkshake. If you eat this, you will be stuffed. If you eat this and you like pumpkin spice, you will enjoy it thoroughly. You can make your decision. Is my protein ice cream better? Or is his protein ice cream better? And we both want to know why. If you think that we're set in our ways and we just want to make our protein ice cream one way and that's it, that's not true. We want to please everybody, or as many people as we can, and have everyone have choices. Am I competitive as all hell? Yes. Do I want to whoop that ass? Yes. But if he wins and people like both of our ice creams, I still find that as a win. Because choice is the spice of life, if that's even how you say the saying. But when you have choices and you're on a diet and you could pick one thing or the other, or you could have mine and I don't even know what's gonna be in his and the next day have his and be able to have variety, then you will stick to your diet. You will be either able to maintain your weight or lose weight, or if you're trying to gain weight and have no issue. If you want the opportunity to vote next time for the next flavor that's being made or the next recipe in general that's gonna be made, hit me up on my Instagram or leave a comment here. I comment back to literally everybody. Doesn't matter if you're hating or if you're not. And let the games begin. Until next time, I will see you in that next one. Doucette.